Hello and welcome to Real. It's been more than 30 years since the first class of permanent deacons was installed in the Diocese of Springfield. It was on January 15, 1983, during a snowstorm, that 19 men were ordained to the diaconate by Bishop Joseph McGuire at St. Michael's Cathedral. 7 of those deacons who are still living from that first class were honored last month at the annual Deacon Appreciation Mass and Dinner. They are a little bit older and a little bit wiser than they were on that snowy ordination day 30 years ago, but still just as filled with their love for God and the church.
After 30 years, and I don't mean to be, I'm not trying to be sentimental because I mean it. When I hold up that book of the Gospels, I still, say, Lord, I hold this book up in your strength and my weakness, and that's how I preach. And for me, preaching has been a real calling.
Deacon Bernard Fleury joined his fellow classmates on the altar for the Mass celebrated by Springfield Bishop Timothy McDonnell, which was also attended by 120 deacons and their wives. The permanent diaconate has become invaluable to the church in the diocese over the last few decades, as permanent deacons serve in parishes, prisons, hospitals, nursing homes, and just about anywhere else they are called to minister.
I think because of the first few classes, it took a while for the parishioners to understand and to accept. And I think over the last 5 or 6 classes, I think all the deacons have made an impact in their parishes. And I think the parishioners, the pastors, I think everyone working together is making the diocese stronger.
Deacon Lucian Miller has served at the Newman Catholic Center at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst for the last 30 years. He says he has enjoyed his time there and also his more recent one-on-one ministry as a spiritual director.
And so you get to be present to people in a very special way with a consciousness that the real director is the Holy Spirit. It's a very precious kind of thing.
During a dinner following the Mass, several classes of deacons were awarded certificates and pins for their years of service. Those receiving pins for their 30-year anniversary were Deacon Gino Medina of Blessed Sacrament Parish in Springfield, Deacon Pat Baldessaro of St. Joseph Parish in Pittsfield, Deacon Jim Hager of Sacred Heart Parish in Pittsfield, Deacon Miller, Deacon Fleury of Holy Redeemer Parish in Hadley, Deacon Robert Duvall of Ludlow, and Marion Callahan, wife of the late Deacon Tom Callahan, represented her husband. The deacons also honored Bishop McDonnell with a gift for his impending retirement from the Diocese of Springfield. He was presented with a framed picture of himself washing feet during a Holy Thursday service in the cathedral. Currently, there are 76 active and 11 retired deacons in the diocese.